today we have a very important topic that we're talking about today, which is integrity. And it's something that is very, very related to law of attraction because your law of attraction, your ability to attract what you are wanting to attract in your life is completely impacted by your level of integrity. Integrity is the foundation by which a successful life is built on. And so, getting honest with yourself, getting honest with other people, keeping your word, you're going to be surprised how much energy that frees up within you to be able to create the world that you want to live in. So today we are exploring this deeply, this subject of integrity, and you're going to learn what happens when you break your word and how to communicate with yourself to stay in alignment with with yourself, with your word. Because your word, here's the thing, your word is your ability to create and manifest whatever you want. It really comes from your word. And so we're going to dive into that today. But first, hello, powerful manifestors. I'm Victoria Gallagher, Law of Attraction hypnotist and #1 best-selling author of Practical Law of Attraction. Align yourself with the manifesting conditions, and I am here to help you to tap into the power of your own mind and align yourself with the manifesting conditions and successfully attract your dreams, your goals, and a life that you love. So be sure to go ahead and like this video, okay? Subscribe to my channel if you're watching on YouTube, and or like me on Facebook. Click the bell icon. Either way, click the bell icon here on Facebook or on YouTube. Either way, so that you are notified whenever a new video comes out, whenever I go live. And, so I want to talk to you a little bit now about how law of attraction is affected by your level of integrity. I want to read a little bit here from, this is quality 12 in my book, Practical Law of Attraction. And so this chapter starts out, talk is cheap. It's an expression we use to describe a situation that it's much easier said than done. All right. People say things all the time. They say that they're going to work out. They say that they're going to lose weight. They say that they're going to show up at 7 o'clock. They say that they're going to get up at 5 a.m. and, meditate every day. Whatever it is, people say a lot, but the follow through on that tends to be lacking. And, so in my book, I describe integrity as, a lot of people think that integrity is all about morality. It's all about having high morals and high standards. And the way that I define it has nothing to do with that. Integrity is really about it's really about being whole and complete. All right. So, think of, think in terms of anything that is, that's not in 100% working order. Maybe it's your car, maybe it's your dishwasher, maybe it's your refrigerator, maybe it's your computer. And if it's not in 100% whole and complete working order, then it's not functioning at its highest level of potential. And so if you really think about it, whenever we say to somebody that we're going to do something and we don't follow through with that, or whether it's to somebody else or to ourselves, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter whether you're saying it to yourself or you're saying it to somebody else. Your subconscious mind is always keeping track and listening for what it is that you're saying and matching that up with the result that actually happened. So if you have a habit of saying, hey, I'm going to be there at 7, and then you end up showing up at 7:15 or 7:30 or whatever, and you don't even bother to call or renegotiate that agreement, guess what? That is out of integrity, because your word and your action didn't match up. And what happens when your words and your actions don't match up, it chips away at your own self-esteem. It chips away at your own self-confidence. This is not about people pleasing and about looking good for other people. It is about yourself and being whole and complete with your word, because like I said, your word is your ability to manifest what you want. And so if you are in the habit of constantly saying one thing and doing something else, guess what? When you set out to manifest a goal or something, the subconscious mind remembers, oh, that don't necessarily take that seriously, because those words don't mean anything. When you tell yourself, I'm getting up at 5 a.m. and you don't get up at 5 a.m. most of the time, then guess what? If you say to yourself that I'm going to manifest, losing 10 pounds, guess what? You're not going to be able to manifest losing 10 pounds, because even just the thing that you have total control over, which is always doing what you say you're going to do, then you're not going to be able to do the bigger things. So you got to do the small things. You got to be able to keep the small words with yourself. So what happens when you break your word is you lose trust in yourself. You lose trust with other people. And so you're just not going to be able to have as much power in your word. You're taking power out of your word whenever you do that. So I want to ask you to leave a comment in here about leading a life from integrity as a way of, it's a manifesting tool. Really, just starting with these small agreements that you can keep with yourself is really a small tool that you can use. So say in the comments, I'm committed to leading a life of integrity. I am committed to leading a life of integrity. One more time. I am committed to leading a life of integrity. And the reason why you want that is because there are rewards for you on the other side of leading a life from integrity. Number one, leading a life from integrity is going to give you confidence. When you keep your agreements, when you do what is expected of you to do, even behind closed doors, even when nobody is watching or nobody sees what you're doing, it builds up a good, positive image of yourself in your own mind. It makes you feel good about yourself. It says to yourself that I am somebody who does what I say that I'm going to do, and that creates confidence. It also helps you to make better choices. So you're making choices along the lines of what you have set out to do. And those if you are deciding at the end of the day that you're too tired to go to the gym that you said that you were going to do, and you're just, you're not thinking about living a life from integrity. That's just not even something that you're aware of or that's important to you or that you even realize has an impact on your life, and you're just kind of fluttering and flitting through life and just doing whatever you want to do whenever you feel like it, even though you said, I'm going to go to the gym at 7 o'clock tonight, or I'm going to go for a run or a walk, or I'm going to call this person, or whatever it is, whatever it was important for you to do that at some point. And so if you just decide not to do that, then you're not making a very good choice for yourself. You were in a better frame of mind when you made that choice in the first place. And so by having integrity, it's going to cause you to kind of second guess yourself when you decide you might be letting yourself off the hook. All right. It's also going to just cause you to become more consistent. And the more consistent you are, you say that you want to use the law of attraction to manifest things. But how consistent are you with the exercises? How many times do you open up your HypnoCloud app and actually use it? And, maybe you let yourself off the hook and then you're not getting the results that you want with your hypnosis or with your meditation or with, getting results in the gym, working out. Maybe you're not getting the results with your eating, healthy eating program, and you're not losing the weight that you want to lose. So it's, integrity and living by integrity, saying that, my word is everything. And I'm whole and complete with my word. I always do what I say. Now, I'm going to mention in a moment here one thing about that. Keeping your word 100% of the time isn't always possible, and so I want to address that in a moment. But the idea here ultimately is to always honor your word, honor your agreements, honor, living up to your values. And it's not just, we're really just talking about one very specific piece of integrity, which is honoring your word. But, it's also about living up to your values. You have values, and if you're making decisions on things that are not in alignment with your value system, that's another place where you might where you need to work on that integrity. All right. Another reward for being in integrity is that it simply creates more trust and likability with other people. People like people that do what they say that they're going to do. There's an unconscious feeling of being frustrated or let down or disappointed when somebody says that they're going to do something, and they may not even say it to you out loud. They may not say out loud, I'm disappointed in your behavior, or I'm disappointed that you didn't show up in time. They're probably not going to say that because we're kind of in the habit of letting people off the hook, letting people let us down, and that's just another level of the whole situation with integrity. I'm telling you, there's a little bit of a lack of trust that's going on with other people when you let them down, when you break your word, when you don't show up on time, when you change your plans last minute and don't even let them know about it. So when you have integrity, when you're the kind of person that person knows that I can always count on you to do what you say that you're going to do, guess what? You build trust. And the more you build trust and good relationships with people, the more there are people that are going to want to be there for you and help you along your path to manifesting the life of your dreams. it's also going to increase your impact. And the reason why it increases your impact is ultimately because the more you believe in yourself, the more you trust yourself, the more confidence and faith that you have in yourself, the more you can take on. You know, you have to start small when it comes to having any kind of impact on the world. You don't go from zero to a million subscribers on YouTube, you know, in 5 days. I mean, you know, you start small. You create a small impact, and then you can increase that impact the more that, you know, like, listen, I am not 100% in integrity. At a certain point, toward the end of 2020, I said that I was going to make a YouTube video every day. And I said that I was going to grow my YouTube channel to a certain number. And I let myself off the hook for that. And I just kind of like let it flitter away. And so guess what? The impact that I was able to have on people was diminished by the fact that I didn't follow through on that goal and what I said that I was going to do. Now I'm back on track. I'm back in integrity. I'm, you know, restoring my integrity to be whole and complete and following through. And now I'm back up, and this is, you know, me making an impact on you through my YouTube channel. So, you know, it has a huge impact on the world, on your ability to be successful. If you can continue to just do what you say you're going to do, guess what? You're going to do what you say you're going to do. And what I mean by that is, like, you're going to do the small things, but you're also going to be able to live up to the big things that you don't yet know how to do, because each of those small steps and each of those agreements that you keep along the way is going to lead you to keeping even, you know, bigger agreements. And the universe sees that. All right. The universe rewards that behavior. When I say the universe, I mean just, you know, people in general, they see that behavior. They see the consistency. They see the authenticity. They see that you're a, you know, person of your word. They see that you're a person of integrity. And the other thing that is also a reward of integrity is it's contagious. It actually causes other people to be in integrity. If you are with somebody who's constantly breaking their word, okay, you can mimic that behavior. You can allow their behavior to pull you down, and you can say, okay, well, I guess they, you know, they didn't follow through, so why should I follow through? But if you follow through all the time and you're consistent with that, you're going to be the one to pull people up to that way of living. So it's contagious, and it allows other people to become more, you know, more integrous with their word. And so it has a really positive impact on the whole world around you. Okay, so I want to ask you, out of all of and I should have been having you write these down. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But let me just summarize real quick what I had just said here, some of the rewards of living with integrity. Number one, it gives you confidence. Number two, it helps you to make better choices. Number three, it helps you to become more consistent. I don't know, I lost track of my numbers. It creates trust in others, and it increases your impact, and it also is contagious and causes other people to live in integrity. So I want you to write in the comments, all right, which one of these rewards of integrity are my phone just beeped here. Which one of these rewards of integrity mean the most to you, are gonna make the most significant impact on your life. I know that if you will choose to live with integrity, and I know I said that I was going to talk a little bit about getting restoring your integrity and not and when you can't, you can't always live with integrity, but I'm going to make a new agreement with you and talk about that in a later video, because I feel like we've kind of reached the end of our time here. I like to try to keep these at, roughly, I don't know, 20 minutes maximum. I tend to, whoa, we got some angry cats back there. So anyway, I wanted to keep it a little shorter than that. So I'm restoring my integrity here because I said that I was going to talk about that, but you can't always keep your word, but you can honor your word. And honoring your word means that you are acknowledging that you broke your word, that you're breaking your word, which I'm doing. I'm acknowledging that I'm breaking my word, and I'm making a new agreement with you that I plan to keep. And the new agreement with you that I plan to keep is that I'm going to talk about this, restoring your integrity and honoring your word, in a future video. Okay, so leave any questions or comments that you have about this in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon, share this video. And, just for those of you who really, really are ready to manifest some amazing things in your life, I want to tell you about my book, Practical Law of Attraction: Align Yourself with Manifesting Conditions. Oh gosh. And successfully attract your desires. I don't know what's going on with those guys, but anyway, go to Amazon. It's #1 bestseller in hypnosis. And make sure you get yourself a copy of this book. Read about the conditions for aligning yourself so that you can manifest success in your life. Read about the qualities. There's 16 qualities in the book that, these are qualities to help you to live a better life that is more in alignment with who you need to become. Because law of attraction, manifesting, it's not all about just giving you things that you want. It's not about that at all. It's about being. It's about growing and developing yourself into a person who is in alignment with these things that you want. And so my book tells you how to do that, gives you all the techniques, the exercises. There's downloadable exercises, and it's an awesome book to help you to manifest your dream life. And so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Oh, be sure to follow me at all the places. LOA Hypnotist on Clubhouse and Twitter, Victoria M. Gallagher on Instagram, Hip Talk on YouTube, and Victoria Marie Gallagher on Facebook, all the places. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.